What is up, YouTube? Welcome to Work Knife Balance. We've got a fun video tonight, but before we get too far into that, I want to go ahead and say thank you to anybody who has already liked and subscribed to our channel. It's because of you guys that we continue to make content, and so we absolutely love the support that keeps coming in. We also have started a new Instagram channel, and thank you to anybody who has headed over there and started following us at Work Knife Balance 939. If you haven't yet, please head over there, follow us, Work Knife Balance 939. And if you're just finding us here on YouTube and you haven't started subscribing, feel free to hit that subscribe button down below or the little logo in the corner. That'll let you know when we're making content. We're gonna continue to make content, so we'd love for you to see it and support the channel any way you can. So thank you very much. Without further ado though, let's dive into this knife. If you can't tell, we've got a Wee knife here. We've got a Wee knife, made better, for sure. So yeah, let's go ahead and get into this guy right here. This is one that's been in my collection for a little bit now. You've probably seen some shorts with it. You might have seen, I don't think this is in my most recent carry video because I haven't been carrying this one too much frequently. But this is the Wee Kitefin. This one kind of got overshadowed this last year a little bit with a lot of the other knives that came out. But this is an absolute fantastic knife, and this one's still available. So this one came out last year and it is still available now. It is on Blade HQ. You can get it from Wee. But let's go ahead and do some quick measurements real quick while we've got this open, and then we'll dive into the knife a little bit more. First off, overall length, we are looking at 7.5. For a blade, we are looking at 3 1/4 and 2 3/4 cutting edge. So you got a very nice finger choil and sharpening choil at the front there. So that takes a little bit, but yeah. We'll do a quick comparison with the Ontario Rat 1 and the Ontario Rat 2. So it's gonna be in between them. It's definitely a compact knife, a good EDC knife, smaller than the Rat 1, but larger than the Rat 2. And we'll go ahead and pull the Spyderco's out real quick. Spyderco Para 2 up top and Spyderco Para 3 down below. You got a really good comparison size to that Para 3. So if anyone's got the Para 3 out there, that gives you a good idea on size. Lengthwise, what you're gonna be carrying, it's gonna be a little bit narrower in pocket, obviously, than the Para 3 as well though. So not necessarily same girth wise there. And then if we're looking at like a side-by-side pocket carry, holding these up here, it is a much slimmer knife. It is a really, really nice, compact, slim knife in your pocket. One of the reasons I bought it and absolutely love it as well. So yeah, go ahead and diving into this knife here, the Wee Kitefin. This is a fantastic knife. It is a really, for what it is, having the titanium on there. Wow, failed twice there. For what it is, having the titanium on there, this is a super, super light knife. I mean, this thing comes in at just over 2 ounces, so there's not a lot of weight into this thing at all. It feels really light, but it is way more robust than you would imagine with that weight in there. So it looks like I need to lube that up a little bit. Yeah, let's throw some KPL oil on that real quick. I always keep a little bit of KPL oil on this desk because this is where I do a lot of my reviews, but it's also where I like to mess with my knives a little bit. So oil that guy up a little bit there. All right, still a little more. Just work it in there. There we go. There we go. All right, so now we're back with the knife and it's working much better with that oil in there. So yeah, this is a fantastic knife. I absolutely love it. The blade profile on it is one thing that one of the reasons I was drawn to it. It has a really nice spear tip, not necessarily like a drop point, but a spear tip to it. Really long swedge at the top here, a nice hollow grind down below, and it gives you a really good look to the knife. You don't have that straight back, you have that like little dip right here. So the ergo's in hand because of it. You don't have a true thumb ramp, but because of that dip when you're holding it, you can kind of feel your thumb in there. And then choking up on this knife, is absolutely fantastic. Because it is so thin, there are no hot spots whatsoever because of this clip. And while we're looking at it, take a look at that thing. That is absolutely killer. It's a deep carry clip. You've got recessed screws in there, so nothing's sticking up, but you've got the tiger striped titanium on it. The anodized titanium with that tiger stripe there. That is fantastic. I mean, it looks amazing. And then if we're talking about the blade a little bit here, go ahead and check this out. We are playing around with a, oh man, it's not gonna look, it's so small. It's an S35 there, can you see it? S35 VN steel. So yeah, pretty good stuff. CPM S35, that's not bad at all. They did come out with a couple different variations of this knife. I believe there are only about 4 of them left. Yes, this is still available. Another great reason why this is a fantastic knife. This is the Kitefin frame lock, and they have this in the bead blasted titanium with the satin finish. You also have a black titanium with a satin finish. You have a carbon shred, and then a black titanium with like a blue milled line and some speed holes in it and a satin finish. All of them are right around $150. I believe this one's $153, and then it jumps up to $157 for the other two. This one and the black one are $153, and then it jumps up to $157 for the other two. So not a horrible price at all for a wee knife, which is really good. And a nice frame lock too. You have a really nice flipper tab on the back there with really good choils too. You've got a really nice pinch grip on it, and it just feels really good. The one thing I will say when I got it is this clip, as wonderful as it is and as deep carry as it is and everything, it took, I mean, you can, it fits into a pocket nice and easy now. Kind of give you an idea if you're putting something into a pocket, it'll slide right in. Super simple now, in and out. But when I first got it, it was much firmer, and I almost had to lift it up when I did it. This is a really weird angle. I almost had to like lift it like this. If you can see me, as I was putting it in, I would have to lift and go down. So it was pretty firm. After a week of carrying, I didn't have any problems with it whatsoever. So that was good. I love the chamfering that they did around the edge here. You can see you've got easy lock bar access right across there. And then it just brings a good profile to the knife as well. This thing though is absolutely stupidly slim. I mean, it's not as slim as, well, actually it's pretty close to, we'll do butt to butt. There's a bug out for you with the titanium scale. So the bug out sits a little bit higher, and this is known for being a small, lightweight knife. This is, I would say, a really heavy competitor. Different profile, different blade, but coming in at as light as it did there, and with that slimness to it, this would definitely, in my opinion, compete with the bug out and the Deca on there with what it is. And you get, I like better scales with the titanium at that price range, $150. Why the heck not? That's fantastic. The weight, the slimness, the size, this is a knife that I would take over either of those personally. Not everyone's gonna like that. Not everyone's gonna want the profile there, but I would easily take this over the Deca or the Benchmade. So yeah. Really good jimping on the back here. So you've got a nice all the way through and through. Button push that right down with the jimping there. Flick that right up too. It's a good knife. I like it a lot. So yeah, maybe we'll do that. Maybe we'll do a side-by-side comparison between this, the Deca, and the bug out, because I am just now realizing that there is so much in comparison between those three, and I feel like you get so much more with this one. You don't have any of that give that the Deca has sometimes on there. You have a better steel than the bug out gives you, I think. And you've got that really nice backspacer, deep carry, a little bit more premium look to it as well. Yeah, and I like this blade profile a lot more than the Deca or the bug out. Well, actually no, the new Deca is pretty cool, but more than the bug out for sure. So yeah, I don't have much else to say about it. Go check these out. They're absolutely fantastic. I will try and link them down below for you. If I can't find it on Amazon, I'll just link Blade HQ for you. But as always, any of those links down below, if you find any of the Amazon ones, they do support our channel, and we would love the support for our channel. So please use them if you can. If you don't want to, it's not going to hurt my feelings. We love having you here just watching the videos anyways. So till next time, TTFN.